Yes, we're all set. How have you been, Vidhi?
Oh, wow. Oh, I've been fine, awesome. A bit kind of stressing out about this one. But overall, I am amazing these days because I'm in this ashram called Kanha shantivanam. And
Beautiful.
it's a wonderful community of heartful people. So I'm just enjoying my stay here.
Thank you so
And
much
there's
for
so much
taking.
of greenery.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for taking
Thank you so
out
much.
in the middle of your working schedule, but thanks for taking time out for us. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so Vidhi, just a short bio about you, and then we can get started on our conversation.
Yeah.
Vidhi, you practice Bach flower therapy. You're a homeopath by profession and an instructor and therapist at Quantum Revolution. You're also a heartfulness meditation trainer. You're currently volunteering at Kanha Shantivanam Wellness Center, where you focus on an integrative approach towards health, and each one contributes towards the collective and individual swasthya. Wonderful.
Yes.
Lots of things, Vidhi, lots of things you're doing.
Actually, these are all titles. Everything comes back to one simple thing as being happy, joyful, and heartful. That's
Yeah, I'm
it.
sure you will, but we'd love to know more about you. So tell me, what does the
Definitely.
topic really mean? What inspiring quantum and compassion in women? But before we really get too much into the details, I often hear things about women are very emotional and, they tend to express or maybe cry more easily or, express themselves. But I feel everything can be used to an advantage. In your
Hmm.
experience of interacting with women as via their meditation and other practices, how do you think women can use this really to their own advantage?
I am one of those emotional, extremely sensitive, hypersensitive women. And life has made me, this is my personal journey, my personal inspiration, and that has really been changing. So I'm just sharing my things. Well, but Divya, we are brought up in a society since childhood. Like my mother was a very career oriented woman, and we always tend to bring up kids. I mean, whether be it get married or whatever, in all terms, we want everything to be perfect, right? We want everything to be at certain standard, certain level. And somewhere, women as such, even men, I do not discriminate, but that emotional side within us is just suppressed. And I believe that journey through perfectionism is through expressing and living those emotions and getting out of that. I feel if I ask you, or if somebody asks me, how am I feeling right now? I'm sure 90% of people will be like surprised. How am I feeling right now? I don't know. I'm happy. Okay. I don't know how am I feeling. Oh, morning I was angry, or morning I was joyful, but I really don't know how am I feeling. So that's what happens. And the corporate world, the even medical world teaches us like that. Just see the diseases, write the prescription, and health is done. So I came across a lot of books and studies, and especially having a background of meditation. It was like my Guruji told, just close your eyes and sit and meditate. And I was like, what? I have to just close my eyes and sit and meditate? I was like, what should I do? So you do nothing, act exactly nothing. And I was like, really? And there were a group of so many people sitting there, and I was like, okay, so when they say please start, just close your eyes, sit and feel what is feeling. And I was like, oh my god, and this rush of all emotions and everything, like so many things are there. And there your journey starts, like, oh my god, there is a lot within me which I have not gone through, and I have to sort it out. So that is how the journey starts. And I think women being that, they are very natural healers. They can be very natural healers, and teaching other people to be their emotional side, because they're very sensitive. They know, अरे ऐसा मत करना, it will be not good for you, because they have that intuitive thing within them. If we really explore, it's we can take it as a wave and go within, diving deep in ourselves, and just be more healthy, be more lively, and be more joyful. And if you really see most successful people, like if we feel that somebody is doing so great in their career, or who is very very happy or joyous. Those are people who are very lively. They're very wholehearted. They're very courageous. They can express themselves very freely because they are in tune with their heart. They're in tune with their wholeness of their self. And then it's very easy. They're the first ones to say that, okay, I love you. Or they're the first ones to stand for somebody if somebody has been fallen down. And that is what we really maybe define as perfectionism, or somebody where a quality of a superhuman being where we can stand up for people or do something for the other person and be there actually in the society, right?
Very nice. Very well put.
So
Tell me something. What does really quantum healing do? I mean, and how do you
yeah.
really practice it? I mean, what is it?
See, yeah, so there is no specific as such if you say quantum healing, but we use healing as quantum science as something to understand this healing mechanism or transformation, or something living a life which is maybe a high power or highly evolved life or superhuman or meta, where we are so productive in all this. So quantum science now we have touched here is telling us that there is something within us, and there is beyond this matter, beyond these things, which is helping us, and that is what, like, it is actually able to explain to us what consciousness is, and how it affects our lifestyle and not just the external thing. So, me studying homeopathy, actually, Dr. Henneman also spoke like this, that we have a vital force which we call soul or something which drives us, and that is, it has some higher purpose, and that is mainly producing all the diseases or feeling of goodness, or live our life, or we feel, do, work, everything. So that's how that vibrational quality, he had the essence to understand it, and that's how it worked. Even Bach flower, Dr. Bach also left all his medicinal things to just understand that, oh, we are more than how we are just feeling feverish, or feeling something that the liver is not good or something, and these topical medicines won't work unless we feel it and we understand the medicine which is working on our feelings and emotions. So, quantum science, now physics, is the way to understand this. So, in a very simple term, if I say that I have this pen with me, and this pen is made up of plastic, and plastic has molecules, there is certain arrangement, and this becomes plastic, some becomes something, another thing, something else becomes something else, right? So the arrangement of the molecules, how it is plastic. If we still break down, it is like atoms, and if we still break down, there are subatomic particles to that, and if we still break down these subatomic particles, what was that? Yeah, I just accepted it. Okay. So these subatomic particles are just something which is like, they are, you can say that, waveforms, or the energy, or something which is like two particles, or the waveforms, they come together, and then there is an electrons or certain arrangement is formed, right? So when we go more and more deeper, it becomes more and more subtle, and more subtle it is, the more and more you have the ability to manipulate things. Like, if you manipulate at the level of that waveform, this might not be a plastic, this can be a wave, this can be a wood, or this can be a cotton or something else, this can be like whatever, what is there, I can't see anything, green tree or anything like that, right? So, but quantum science, one more interesting thing is, if you go deeper still within, they say that beyond this waveform, there is this void, or you can still go beyond this waveform, and you just see that there is something, but still there is nothing, which itself is responsible for the formation of what, whether this will become a chair, whether this will become a pencil or plastic or whatever. So that thing is within us, and that thing is everywhere. It's the center of everything. And that, somebody calls it void, somebody calls it pure consciousness, somebody calls it awareness. Some gurus will call it like your soul, atma, paramatma, and different things. Now, to understand this in a very simple layman, quantum will give you a simple approach. Like, if you can, if you would, I can give you a small demo of a meditation, small thing to just go and visualize and go within the center. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah. So just close your eyes, whoever is watching. Visualize your heart, like relax yourself, relax your body, relax your legs, relax your seat area where you're sitting. Just let yourself and allow yourself to relax and feel more. Now relax your hands, relax your full head. And now let's focus on our heart. Just say where you feel the heartbeat, or where your organ of feeling and sensation, or just the simple organ which is pumping blood. Bring your attention there. Imagine the cells of this organ. In whatever way you can feel it, imagine, sense, it is up to you. Do not stress yourself and just allow to feel anything that is coming to your visualization. Just be free to visualize. So visualize how the cell of each organ of that heart will be. Go to the center of that cell, there will be mitochondria, which is the powerhouse. Imagine that you are going in that center. Now go into still the center of that, maybe the DNA. The DNA are made up of atoms. Visualize the atoms. In any form you can visualize. Feel yourself still going deeper and deeper, and let yourself explore this journey. Feel these atoms. Now feel the space between it. Maybe you can connect it with the feeling of space, skies, under the sea, maybe the stars, and imagine the vastness, how you feel, the expansion you feel while you're going into the center. Now imagine one of the stars, let's say wellness. To you, maybe it represents a certain color or some shiny object or anything you can just create, as in you're switching in the light. Switch on that beautiful star and now put it in within those space, that night sky that you've been imagining. And as you do that, create a wave of beautiful wellness, however you want to imagine it, joy, health. See that star growing bigger and bigger. Now, see it radiating to the atoms. See it radiating to the DNA, to the mitochondria. See it radiating to the cells of your heart. Now see it radiating to the heart organ as such. See it radiating into the entire chest area and entire body. Let it come out through your hands, your shoulders, your lower hands. Let it come out to your palms, spread it in your room. Feel that you and everything surrounding is that pure wave of wellness, joy, and health which you yourself created. And now, as you open your eyes, just see the world with this changed reality.
Wow. It was, I almost thought I had gone away somewhere else while I was
Wow.
still, just for those, I think 5 minutes or maybe,
Yeah.
I actually thought I've gone away somewhere. Really relaxing.
Wow.
Very, very, very nice. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
so you do not, thank you. So you do not need some major, like, you do not need to follow, because we all have that center and essence within us. But yes, if you follow certain path which you can regularly go within, or let you sense your feelings and emotions more, it will be more easier. Nothing else.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So yeah.
So tell us more a little bit about the alternate therapy that you practice, Backflower, and just a question along with that: is there any
Hmm.
advice you'd like to give to our Sechi's women on our platform? There are a lot of women, 10,000 people who've registered with us on our website, and every day
Wow.
there are people who are joining the mobile app. They're all people who are looking for a community. They're all people who are looking for answers for their careers, health, relationships. So, is there something that you would like to give from, whatever your experiences have been as an alternate healer?
Always. Yes, definitely. Coming back to your first question, this is my entire seminar will be a message to all women because we all need to be more self-aware, and it is a wonderful opportunity to be born as a woman, and we are so naturally sensitive and emotive, and it's very easy. And just with simple self-care and bringing more joy and discipline in our life, we can just change the world and put a wave of inspiration out there everywhere, and especially in this changing times it's very much needed. So it's our responsibility. I'm very much available for that to this entire community. And coming to the question that what alternative practices I do, mostly back flowers. Back flowers is something specifically on emotions. Like, for example, anger is an emotion. Let's come back to the scale. There is a scale of emotions which we relate to the scale of consciousness. You would have known there is a scale of emotions that at the base level, there are some negative emotions we feel, like anger, frustration, guilt, or not feeling well or something. And then as we grow, there is gratitude, there is thankfulness, there is love, and then there is sympathy, there is empathy, and then there is those who are too enlightened. And when our consciousness is very much expanding and flowing, where we feel so joyful, is compassion and love. The love, when we vibrate at that resonance of love, we are the most thriving, we are most wholehearted. So, and I think our birth on this earth, especially, is to be and feel. And all we want is to be loved and to love and to feel all our best all the time. But that's not possible all the time, right? So, we have to work through what we feel, that negative emotions, and transform them into the positive emotions. So, back flowers basically deals with this. How is that these flowers, they are grown in the wild, and they have certain capacity to work on these psychic and emotions, and in their stock concentrate, and there are different blends. Some work on your personality, because there are some emotions which you carry through from your childhood as a trauma, or how just you're brought up. Like some children whose parents are not there, their behavior is different. Or some children who are brought up in so much of nice beautiful environment communities like this, they are very happy, joyous. The way to approach things are different. We have motherhood traumas, a lot of things. So the personality remedies, they work on this. Then there are some mood remedies, like you're not happy, these emotions not deep, but these are like external emotions, just because of the environment or the work that we do, or like the lifestyle which we are adopted these days, which is not forming, and I'm not remaining very happy and joyful because this is not there, my maid has not come, or in my office I didn't got tea, I got late. So there is anger, there's frustration, there is depression, like that. Now, anger, if we see an emotion, there are wide range. Like anger can be maybe a grief suppressed within. Anger can be if I am like not good enough, I'm not feeling that good enough, and that's why I'm angry on myself and I'm projecting that on everybody else. Or anger can be somebody has hurt me. So there is one medicine for that. Another medicine is for anger, like somebody has hurt me and I have that deep resentment, and wherever I interact with people, that suppressed anger everywhere comes. I'm just giving one very wide and broad example, like that. So all these emotions, they form a personality, they form our nature, and they relate to overall feeling of this consciousness we have. So, more free, flowing, and wholehearted our consciousness is, we radiate a wonderful energy towards our own self. We feel fulfilled and well being and healthy, and that actually goes around in our surroundings. So our job is to make us healthy. So if we want to be healthy, we have to address these emotions, right? So we have to feel good, and whatever the negative blockages are, take the medicine for that. Basically, it's that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And any
Yeah.
message, as just before we are at the end of time, any message? I hope your experience was good on coming onto the app and
Oh, it was
speaking.
so lovely. Divya, you have been so sweet, and I'm really, this is actually my first time, as in I have given seminars, but I'm really nervous all the time to just come on the platform. You have made me really comfortable, and I'm sure I'll keep coming, and whatever help this community needs, I'm always available. Any heartfulness sessions or healing sessions or any inspiration, or I also do some coaching and counseling, so that also I can help anyhow. And one message, if I could really give, is, let me think, is just be yourself. And when I say be yourself, is just embrace your imperfect being and don't be hard on yourself to just be, you have your own worth even though you are nothing. And I think when it comes back to a basic human tendency, is just one thing, that we all want to become something, because we live in the world of Instagram, we live in the world of Twitter, we live, the moment I open my Facebook and I see, oh, my friend is doing this and that and all, and instantly it triggers, whether we are okay also, but it triggers that I have to do something. And bringing up kids, we living in this environment, it creates so much of trauma and so much of unnecessary baggage, where we are just taming ourselves. And if we see vibrationally that we are suffering, because so many people are just saying that corona is just the, not just corona as a disease, but the whole environmental change, this is all our vibrations as humanity reflecting on the entire earth. So all we can do is just be yourself. Embrace your imperfect little self. Increase your self love. Create more and more love for yourself and to everybody else. And just be. Don't stress yourself to be something. Especially if I see my mothers, my sisters, or my cousins, as a women, or those who come to my clinic, everybody's like, oh, I have to do something, and I did, and everything comes back that I am not feeling okay with myself, and I have to change. I have to be more better, and I have to correct myself, I have to be more courageous. But please accept the most vulnerable part of you, because if you are vulnerable, you will see vulnerability in other person. If you see vulnerability or something is lacking the other person, then only you're going to stand up for them or do something for yourself. So don't close your eyes for your own vulnerabilities. Just love it. Give so much of love to all.
Wonderful. Very beautiful note to end the session with. And thank you so much for your time today,
Thank you.
Vidhi.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you. See you.
See you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye. Take care.